Hey everyone, Donnie here. I'm out in the Rockies once again, and I'm doing a little rabbit and squirrel hunting. And one of the things that I did for this hunt is I packed in about 8 ounces of elk meat, but it doesn't look like I'm going to wind up eating it today or possibly even tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to a different camp where I know there's some really great resources to smoke meat, and I'm going to make a little bush jerky. So stick around, much to see. I know you'll enjoy. So one reason why I gotta get this meat preserved, simply put, is that meat starts to really spoil between temperatures of 40 degrees and 140 degrees. And right now, up in the Rockies, it is getting cooler out, but it's not getting below freezing where it actually freezes the meat. And I need to take some extra precautions, especially if I'm not going to eat it for the next couple days. There's no point really letting it go to waste. So a quick smoker, some thinly sliced meats, some good thermal density materials, and you can smoke meat. I'm creating that bush jerky in just a couple hours. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not too far from this camp, and yeah, we'll get it done. So one reason why I chose this camp is because of this particular fire pit. This fire pit is pretty unique. One, I've got a nice big stone wall back here, and I've got lots of surrounding rocks. So what I'm actually looking to do is create a stone tube, if you will, that will allow me to put a nice deep fire in the bottom of this guy, and it's pretty deep down in there. And hopefully I can build it up to about here, and I can have a good smoke rise coming through this. This fire will ultimately heat up all these rocks, and it will give me that consistent heat, which I need, but it will give me a low heat. And from that, it will make my entire smoking process a lot quicker. So it's going to take me a little time to build up this column, but I've got plenty of rocks and resources around here. So I'm going to get to doing that, and yeah, we'll go from there. Alright, so I've got a good little fire going on the inside. I got my good little stack of rocks. I'm going to throw some bigger logs up on there. Get a nice good coal bed while I go collect some willow from actual smoke racks. This is also where I'm going to do my smoke study. I'm going to see, once this fire burns down a little bit, I'm going to see exactly where the smoke is blowing. I'm going to try and direct my drying racks and the area where I'm going to be drying the meat right over that smoky pull, if you will, from the air, from the wind. So you just kind of, I call it a smoke study. Get it to burn, get the smoke to come, see where it's moving. That's where I want to lay my meat. You know, one thing's important to remember as I'm putting wood on the top, once I actually get my meat up there and I start smoking it out, I'm going to lose access to this top portion. I could throw some sticks in there, it would be easier, but I left this little gap here purposely so I could feed any sticks or any other fuel wood on the inside to keep the smoke going. Alright, so what I've got for willow options is pretty simple. My basic idea is, since this is not a complete circle and my fire's just starting to rip roar in there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to want to have a back piece which will kind of sit like this, and then it gives me the opportunity and the ability to do a couple different things. One, I can take some of these smaller little pieces of willow. Gives me the opportunity to put some jerky right across, start smoking in that capacity. I also found this really nice little Y fork. do the same thing, but my idea is to basically use this back piece of willow as that back brace as I'm laying the meats across. Clearly I'm not going to do it when the fire is going, but this will give me that ability once it starts smoking. So again, we really want to focus the amount of smoke directly into the meat as much as possible. When we have smoke just moving all around, we lose the heat, we lose the intensity and the flavor. So the idea is to try to focus that smoke as much as possible directly into that meat. For this, I've just used some pine branches to kind of clog up the left and rights and really focus that flow right through the middle where that meat is hanging. So another thing you can do to really focus the smoke, if it gets a little too windy, today I was feeling a little bit of breeze and it kept shifting my smoke, is to actually cover this up with some pine boughs, or if you have a cloth or even a canvas, what it's really going to do is hold all that heat in. Not too much of the heat, because you're still going to be able to escape, but that smoke is really going to have nowhere else to go except straight up. I still have these sides blocked off. I've got a little bit of an opening right through here that the smoke will just kind of slowly billow out. So I'm going to use these pine branches, this actual fir branch, to really focus the smoke. And now you can see it's rising straight up and through, right over the meat, and I'll be getting it cooked that much quicker. So this is exactly 1 hour in. You can already see the smoke is definitely changing the color of the meat. The low amount of heat is drying it out in conjunction with the smoke, and it's coming along nicely. It's definitely coming along nicely. So I'll keep you posted. This is 1 hour in. All right, so this is at the 2 hour mark. So yeah, you can already see this is starting to dry out real nicely. What I'm going to do, so it's been 2 hours. What I'm going to do in about another hour is I'm going to take all these pieces of meat and then flip them all over. So then this side right here is now going to be up against the wood, and I can dry out that other side. All right, so it's been about 3 hours. You can see that my jerky, some pieces are getting a little bit more done than others. So what I want to do is find a way to kind of flip these guys over, give it an opportunity to hit that other side. Maybe I can lay some sticks across and fan these out a little bit easier. Let's see. Yeah, let's do it that way. Got one. All right, I have hit the 4-hour mark. Let's take a gander. Let's try not to knock any of it into the fire. Nice and slow. We're cooking. Look at this. It's coming along. It's probably gonna be, it's good heat. I'd say about another hour or two. We'll be good to go. All right, it's been 5 hours. Let's see how she's looking. This is looking good. It's almost there. I'm gonna eat that one anyway. Good smoke. Yummy. This one's real thin. I'm gonna eat this one too, even though it's not done. It's okay. Oh yeah, that piece is done. Dry it all the way through. I mean, you can't really see it, but good smoky flavor. Oh, I can't wait. All right. It's been 5 hours. We're gonna do one more hour. We should be good to go. A little bit more of this in there. Chimney rock. It's good smoke. All right. Smoke the meat. Make it taste good so you have it in a couple of days. Should have brought my didgeridoo. Look at this. Beautiful. It's going to taste so good. Almost can't wait. I guess the objective is, if you think about it, so I need to smoke this meat to last me for at least 3 days. So 2 nights, 3 days. It's already there, to be honest with you. It's no longer in its raw form. I've gotten my temps up well above 165. Really thin pieces. I've got a nice column of stone that's really focusing the heat, as well as focusing the smoke, as well as storing any lost heat from the rocks, because they're high thermal density materials. So even if my temps start to go out on the inside, I'll still have some warm rocks that are still producing heat. All right, folks, this is pretty much the end product here. Kind of got sidetracked with a few other things that were going on, but yeah, I got a bunch of this good meat. Yeah, 7 hours, plenty of fuel wood, plenty of smoke, and I've got some preserved meats for the next couple days. So thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the bush.